Bienvenidos a día 2 de la lección 2 de unidad 3. Estamos en día 2 y vamos a hablar un poco más de la comunicación. Vamos a identificar la familia y los cumpleaños con el vocabulario y usarlos para preguntar y decir la edad de una persona. Okay. Empecemos primero con la entrada. Entonces, estamos aquí. Complete the following sentences with the correct word. This is really similar to one of your activities yesterday, actividad 2. So you're going to start with la hija de mi tía es mi. Go ahead and fill all those out. All of these are using vocabulary words, so you can check out your vocab list, which was on day 1. It is linked in there right here. So you take a look at that. And then your oral response today is, en tu familia, ¿quién es tu mejor amigo or amiga? So in your family, who is your favorite or best friend? Okay, and actually you can see here, these are two actresses. We have Demi Lovato, and she's Latina, if you did not know. We also have her half-sister, who was an actress in a show from forever ago called Desperate Housewives, and she was one of the daughters in that show, and she's still an actress in different ways. I think she does more voice acting than anything else, but you can look them up as well. They're the other famous siblings, but these are two Latinas that are famous siblings as well. So for us to answer this, we need to start with mi to show possession. Mi mejor amigo, if it's a guy. If it's a girl you're talking about, it's going to be amiga. Okay? Mi mejor amiga es, and then choose your person, and mi familia. Oops, Spanglish. So notice that everything pretty much stays the same, except that we need to change the tu, which means your, into mi to make it my instead of your. So we need to change that. Everything else stays the same because we're talking about somebody in the third person. Now, if you had more than one best friend, you would change it to son. So mis, everything has to be pluralized. That's not really a word, but mis mejores amigos, depending on gender, son, and then you can make a group of people however you want to do that. And mi familia. Okay, so that's a way you can do one person or you could do multiple. There are options. I know some of you are closer to some than the others. You want to go ahead and type your answer here. I also need a recording for this to count for credit. So you go ahead and use Vocaroo and insert the audio clip here, or you can use your simple audio recorder and then once again go up to Insert, Audio, and it'll be in your most recents up there, and stick it right here in the box. Okay, today we're going to take a look at Tele Historia, the first part of the 3 for this section, Práctica 3 y 4, and then the Tuviste Éxito for your exit task. So let's head over to the book. And you're going to have your Tele Historia. Go ahead and pause here to watch that real quick. You just need to click on your DVD here. It's also going to be in your at-home tutor section where you can watch it there as well. Take a minute to do that and then come back here. Great. So let's take a look at número 3. So comprensión del episodio. This is all about understanding of what did you understand the episode. So if you didn't get a lot, you may want to go back and watch again. You can also look at specifically the written part of it as well, which is down here below. I would really suggest you try listening to it first and then reading it, okay? That will help a lot. You are going to use more Spanish through speaking and listening in the real world than you will through reading and writing. Reading and writing is easier for our brains, but the reality is you're going to do more speaking and listening. So try that out first. It'll hurt a little bit, but it's okay. So our instructions say, indica si las oraciones son ciertos o falsos. Si es falsa, escribe lo que es cierto. So if it's a false statement, make it true. So you might have to change something to make it true. Okay? So look at each 4 of these. You're going to number 1 through 4, and then you're going to go ahead and answer to the side here. Did you get it? Good. Let's take a look here. So remember when we talked about tener? Tener specifically, it says to have. And there's a couple of phrases that we use in Spanish with tener that we don't have in English. So specifically, in English, we would say, I am 13 years old. In Spanish, you actually say, I have 13 years, or I've completed 13 years. So you can use it for two different verbs. You can use cumplir, meaning to complete 13 years, or you can use tener, meaning I have 13 years. In this case, we're going to use tener. So go back to your notes if you need to and look at how it's conjugated. Remember, it is an irregular verb, meaning it doesn't follow all the same rules. Okay, so make sure you work at that. Look here, it says, ¿Cuántos años tiene tu amigo? Oh, sorry, amiga. So how many years does your friend have is literally what it's saying. And you will respond with, she has 15 years. Tiene 15 años. Okay, so here you're going to practice. I'm going to have you choose the first four to write here in the corner of the box, and then the second four, so numbers 5 through 8, to record and put that into your entrada slide. Okay, you got it? Good. Go ahead and work. All done. Great. Let's take a look at what else we need to finish. We also have your tuviste éxito for today. This is practicing using tener with numbers. So you want to look at A, the conjugations of tener to make sure you check that. Second, the spelling of these. So a couple of things, we do have notes from them. It was a green insert in your binder. You also have it in the textbook where you can look it up. Try your best to do it by yourself first. Think about what it actually is and how you say it, and then think about how that sounds in writing it. Remember that Spanish is a phonemic language, meaning the way that it sounds is exactly how it's written. It doesn't have the influences of French and Latin and everything else that English has. It's actually more simplified and easier to do than English. So if you think about how it sounds and write it like that, it'll make it easier for you. So try that out. You also have Cuaderno pages here. I'm going to put those in through Cami for you. And you also have at-home tutor, vocabulario practices 1 through 5. So let's take a look at that. Over here, if you go to your student resources, maybe it wants to work. And then go to at-home tutor. You want to go to Unidad 3 after you choose your level. Unidad 3, Lección 2, Vocabulario, and you want to do a couple things. You can look at the presentation if you want. I would recommend using the flashcards if you haven't done that already. Those are nice because they flip back and forth. You can also hear them. And then you would also want to go to your práctica. This is what I'm going to be looking at to make sure that you're getting some practice and understanding it beyond just the book work. Okay, so take a look at this. You have all 5 sections to do here at the bottom. Make sure you have the submit on so that it actually sends it to me. If you want to practice first, you can just switch that over. Okay. Any questions? Feel free to give me a holler. Nos vemos.